So again, we're talking about intimacy between God and man. And if you look at the beginning of the Bible, God creates man for his purpose, and then man fails. Well, if I were God, I would say, okay, man, you goofed, you failed, it's all over. And God doesn't do that. God restores. God finds a way to restore Adam and Eve. Yes, it's not a full restoration because Jesus Christ hasn't come yet. But God makes a way that they can continue on. And in the whole Bible, you have a history, really, of failure and then God coming in and restoring. And then failure and God coming in and restoring. Look at Abraham. Abraham, at that point, if you look at the story of humanity at that time, it was not really a good situation at all. And God said, I need to do something. I need to start something. Well, I'm going to start with Abraham. So God picked Abraham out and started a whole nation from Abraham. And you think, well, God would give up. And then if you actually look at the story of Abraham's life, he had failure and God had to restore. Then he had another failure and God had to restore. Then jump to the New Testament. I'm just picking characters out of the Bible. You have Peter. Peter failed. And he had multiple flubs and failures and saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. And ultimately, he denied the Lord 3 times. You'd think, Peter, you are done. Peter, you are through. But no, God wanted intimacy. God had a purpose for Peter. And God wanted fellowship between himself and Peter, so God didn't throw him away. God restored him. So Peter got restored, and eventually on the day of Pentecost, he's given this big sermon to a whole bunch of people. And a whole bunch of people became Christians in Jerusalem right after the Lord's ascension there. So God doesn't just like throw us away when we goof. God has a purpose for our life. And so God is constantly coming back and restoring us. And then we kind of drift away from God and we get tired and we don't follow God anymore and we go off and do this and that. And eventually God restores us again and again. And God will keep doing that through our whole life because God doesn't give up on us. God wants intimacy between God and man. For more videos like these, click the little subscribe button in the upper right side. Oh, and don't forget to click the like button too.